Hello guys, Joseph Billigram here. UK22CS1024. This is for the lab DevOps, experiment 7 called as Kubernetes deployment and service for Python app from Docker Hub. The main objective of the experiment is to take a custom Python web app, which is already containerized and pushed into Docker Hub and deploy it onto a Minikube Kubernetes cluster using a declarative YAML file. So the tools which we'll be using here is Minikube and kubectl, Docker Hub running, Docker Hub desktop, and internet connectivity to pull the Docker image from Docker Hub. So its industrial relevance is its cloud native deployment and microservices, as Kubernetes enables scalable, resilient, and automated deployment of containerized applications, illustrating modern and microservices workflow. Automation and scalability supports automated scaling, rolling updates, and service discovery, ensuring applications remain available and efficient. Local testing environment, Minikube allows safe and local validation of Kubernetes deployments before moving into production. So we can see what each and every services or task which we will be doing here. Docker is used for building and running the containerized Python web application. The Python web app is the Flask app packaged inside Docker container. The Minikube is the local single node Kubernetes cluster for testing deployments. Uh, kubectl is the command line to create and manage Kubernetes resources, pods, deployments, and services. Deployment manages multiple replicas of apps and handles updates. Pod is the smallest deployment unit in Kubernetes running container instance, and service is the node port that exposes the app externally and provides stable access. Scaling and updates demonstrates replicating the pods and rolling updates for zero downtime deployments. And local testing access the running app via Minikube services URL in the browser. So we can see the commands which we will be using here and its explanation right here. So we're going to start with the procedure as setup and verification. We're going to ensure the Minikube, kubectl, and Docker desktop are installed and are running in the background. For starting Minikube cluster, we're going to put Minikube start double dash driver is equal to Docker and verify the node status using kubectl get nodes. And if you have to create the Flask app, uh, create your Flask Docker image here. So this is the instruction Python program here. So it's gonna route which page it's gonna use, and it's gonna see the host and the port numbers. This is the HTML file which is going to be displayed, the requirement file, and the Docker automation file here. You can see what all tasks it's going to do. And then we're going to build the Docker image as build underscore t urk22cs1024, and we're going to run it locally also. So this is the port number here and the Flask image number. We're going to log into Docker and we're going to push the image here, and the Kubernetes deployment file is here. It's a YAML file, so you can see here. And then we're going to apply kubectl, the Python deployment.yaml file. We're going to check the status using the get deployments and get pods. It's going to tell the verification if it's ready or if it's still in the process. So we can run the program, run these commands actually again and again. So to get the verification status. And then to view the details, we can see kubectl describe deployment Python web deployment. So we're going to expose the deployment as a server. For that, we have Python servers.yaml, which is here. We're going to apply it using kubectl apply dash f Python service.yaml. And if the service is created, we can use the get svc command. And for getting the Minikube URL server, we're going to put this code here, Minikube service Python web service and dash URL, and we're gonna open the URL in the browser and we can see the Python image. And after everything is done, we're gonna clean up all the created resources here. Minikube stop, Minikube delete. So we're gonna pull the Docker image. So this is output code here for creating a Kubernetes deployment, the Minikube cluster setup. applying the deployment here and checking the status. So when these are ready, it will show one out of one, and it will show it's ready. And for viewing the details, the commands are here. And for expose deployment as a server, we're going to apply the command here, and to check if the service is created and the URL generated. And this is the cleanup, and this is the output. So we have seen how to execute the continuous Python web application, and it was successfully pulled from Docker Hub and deployed on a Kubernetes cluster uh, using deployment and exposed via Node port service and access through Minikube. Thank you.